You might have only seen people getting IVs in a hospital, or you were forced to get one when you went to the hospital because you were really sick. But here's why IVs are so crucial just for general health and keeping your body healthy. They are not all created equal, so that's something very important that we always try to express. Just like any supplement that you buy from the store, there's good quality, there's okay, and it all depends on how much ingredient there is in each of those. But the main purpose for an IV is to get it straight into the bloodstream. So all it is a bag of nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Sometimes there's some special IVs with other things in them, but it goes straight into your vein, which means it's going right into your bloodstream. So if you don't digest well in general, then you don't have to worry about it because it's right into the bloodstream. So that's one big benefit to an IV infusion is you're getting it right into your bloodstream, so you're absorbing most of it. Taking supplementation orally, you might not digest it well, which means you don't absorb it well. So there's a chance that you're not getting all the nutrients you need. And that's typically what we do at Reboot is once we scan the body and we see you have low energy, we know right away we need to focus on an IV to boost the energy up so that we can start helping all the other systems. There's quite a few clinics out there that may just use pre-made bags, for example. And the pre-made bags just means that it comes from the lab mixed. There's only certain amounts of everything in there, and that's what you're getting in your IV. And what we prefer to do at Reboot is we'll scan the body, we'll do an epigenetic test, and we can see if there's specific things your body needs, and then we can add to the IV, or we can pick and choose which ones make the most sense for you. And that way you're getting what your body needs versus just guessing based on sleep, or you see an energy one, or you're like, ultimate athlete ID, and you're like, yeah, that's me. It's more about what your body needs, not what sounds good, right? Another thing that's super important, if you've never done them before, is to think about 3 or 4 of them once a week for 3 to 4 weeks. And what happens is each one works off each other, and it creates this wave, I call it. And when you create that wave, then you can ride the wave. And the riding the wave is where you get into supplements, eating food, finding out what you need to eat, of course. So that's where the scanning comes in. We need to figure out what are you missing nutrient-wise, which we can see that. And once we know, start eating the food, but then boost the body with the IV infusions. And there's some really amazing infusions. We've gotten into what's called PICO CBD. So if you've ever taken CBD before, imagine getting the purest form right into your bloodstream without any of the THC stuff, of course. But it's amazing for inflammation, for reducing anxiety. There is something called NAD, which is great for boosting your cells' energy and helping your body, your own body, which creates NAD. But after a certain age, you create less to the point where you don't create any. So putting that into your body helps with anti-aging. It's creating longevity so that you can live healthier longer, which is the goal there. And then everything from vitamins, minerals, down to if you need to get rid of heavy metals in the body, that's where we have EDTA for chelation, it's called. Ozone therapy, which is helping to get rid of inflammation. There's so much good there in the IVs, and it's very effective on the body, but it's kind of like a punch to the system versus supplements are more of like a daily dose to just kind of nudge the system, where the IV is a bam. So sometimes we got to bam the body to get it moving in the right direction. And you can be assured when you come to Reboot, we do a high amount of each IV, which is the standard in a lot of other countries. And we don't just do the minimal, but we'll find out what you need first, and then we'll recommend which IV makes the most sense and how much of everything to put into the IV. So that, again, you get the ultimate result and your body starts to learn what's going on, and it takes that and utilizes that energy and puts it where it needs to go in the body.